Of the Lakers game yesterday, which, by the way, they narrowly won in overtime over the New York Knicks. And apparently during the end of the third quarter, right, the game was really close. I think they were actually even down. They were down to the Knicks. LeBron, who was on the bench, gets up from the bench, walks over to Stephen A. Smith, and confronts him seemingly about, what Stephen A. has said on air about his son. This was a confrontation, at least a short version. Now, there's an extended version, and I don't know how these guys like kind of either maybe they're good at lip reading or whatever, but someone else has like a longer version of this, and the longer version is this. Here we go. So LeBron's sitting on the bench. He looks over, he sees Stephen A. Smith, and I ain't gonna lie, it's like he's just seen a op. He stands up, looks over again, stands up. He said, hold on real quick, y'all. Now, I ain't know who is this nigga right here. I thought this was D. Davis. I don't watch basketball that much. All I know is Luka's on this team. That's all I know. By the way, was Bronny in the building? That's also very important to know. He walks over. This is him. You can't see. It's at the edge of the screen. You see this is where he confronts LeBron and Stephen A. Smith. And he's instantly now getting into him. The camera angle is going to change, and you're going to start seeing some verbiage of the dialogue. Damn, and I ain't going to lie. LeBron James staring down at somebody, that shit is intimidating and shit. What's his name? That's who? That's Morris? Oh, Markieff Morris? Oh, okay. All right, bet. He says, I don't care, bro. Keep my son out of this shit, bro.
I am pleading with LeBron James as a father.
And I guess this was what he said in the past, Stephen A.
Stop this. You're exposing your son like this?
Damn. Then this nigga, Stephen A. looked mad uncomfortable for the whole time. What do y'all want? Y'all want me to give my opinion, or do you want me to play what Stephen A. had to say first? Because I have a particular opinion, and I'll tell you, it might not be popular because we're in a different age, and I realize, like, yo, chat, you know what I said to myself today? First of all, on the YN chart, where am I? I said I'm like 3 years away from Unc. I said I'm 3 years away from Unc. You know what I mean? Like, it's one of them would be like, yo, nah, Unc just tripping. I'm like, yo. Which, I ain't gonna lie, I'm waiting for Unc status because Unc could say anything. Like, when you get to Unc status, you're like Charleston White. You say some crazy shit and they'll be like, nah, that's just Unc. He tripping. Put me in that status because I don't know how to be too woke. I don't know how to work by y'all rules. I just say shit. And I'm just trying to crack my jokes and get on with it. So, call me Unc. Am I Unc? I want to be Unc. I want to be Unc. Unc get a pass to say crazy shit. Unc is a nigga that, like, yo, you know when Unc get to talking, he started exposing everybody who was fucking, who was sucking everybody. He started exposing everybody's secrets. He started telling him, like, you was an ugly baby. He started saying the shit you ain't supposed to say. He started telling the truth. You bring Unc to motherfucking Thanksgiving, he be like, yeah, I ain't gonna lie. When you was born, we ain't know if you belong to my brother. You're like, what the fuck? What the hell? Be like, yeah, your mama used to get around. You're like, what the hell, Unc? What the fuck you do? Yes, Unc status. I want Unc status. Call me Unc. Yes, because Unc get away. That's the only reason I want it. Unc get away with saying anything. And I want to be able to say anything, okay? These pussy ass niggas, man. Like, they be like, oh, well, why'd you? Fuck you. Anyway. Somebody says 30 plus is not Unc. What? 40's Unc? Fuck! Well, 40's hurry up and get here. I want to be Unc. Anyway. I'm OG. Okay, OG works. But OG don't get to say dumb, funny shit and be like, yo, Unc be drunk as hell. Yo, don't worry about Unc. He be tripping. I want that. Don't worry about Unc. He be tripping. All right. Y'all want my opinion, or let's get to LeBron, or let's get to our Stephen A. First and foremost, matter of fact, let's get to Stephen A. I'll come in at the end. Pause. So Stephen A. went on national TV today. Stephen A. Smith, and basically he addressed. Let me see if I can find it. He addressed what the hell happened, and you could tell Stephen A. Smith got something to say when he looks this serious. Molly, you looking fine as fuck. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Dr. Umar, do not criticize or crucify me, Crody. She's looking like some great milk of magnesia. Anyway, let's get to it, all right?
Let's Feel Good Friday.
All right. Oh, my God. Fuck.
Welcome into First Take.
Let me just skip to his part. Here we go.
Coming up to me, unexpectedly, I might add, to confront me about making sure that I mind what I say about his son. Can't repeat the words because they ain't suited for FCC airwaves. That's what he was doing. I thought long and hard about this over the last few hours because I had no intentions, Molly, of talking about this at all.
Yeah.
And the reason why is because it was a one-on-one, I wouldn't say a conversation, but it was a one-on-one confrontation. But then I wake up and everybody from ESPN and my agent and everybody else were sending me that this thing had gone viral. And so ultimately it was unavoidable, and that is why I have to discuss it now.
I can't help but comment while this shit is playing. Yo, Stephen A., you trying to say these niggas bitched you twice? LeBron bitched you at the game, and then your employer bitched you to talk about it because you sound like you say you ain't want to talk about it. Bro, how you getting bitched twice? What's going on? Stephen A., what's going on out here in these streets? This nigga look like his dog died.
That wasn't a basketball player confronting me. That was a parent. That was a father. And I can't sit here and be angry or feel slighted by LeBron James in any way in that regard. By all accounts, he's obviously a wonderful family man and a wonderful father who cares very, very deeply about his son. And based on some of the comments that he had heard, or shall I say, I think he thought he heard, he clearly took exception to some of the things that he heard me say, and he confronted me about it. For the record, his agent.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie to you. This the weakest I ever seen Stephen A. Smith look, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, y'all. Like, I fuck with Bron, but I ain't know Bron sound like he got Jay-Z power. This nigga look like he's reading from a script. He keep looking over here. Look, he keep looking over here like this nigga wrote this down. Like, he wrote the apology. Like, what the fuck going on? Y'all niggas scared of Bron? First and foremost, I can't wait till the end to give it. Yo, first and foremost, when LeBron came over there to talk to you, the first thing you should have told that nigga is to eat a dick. Straight up. He had his workplace, he had his job, he ain't gonna punch you, he ain't gonna do nothing to you. I don't care if he's 20 feet tall. He ain't about to do nothing to you, nigga. You should tell that nigga, eat a dick. Straight up. Yo, LeBron, eat a dick, nigga, and get back on the bench. Hit some free throws, you bum ass nigga. Like, you should be on his ass. Now, I know a lot of y'all love LeBron, and y'all might think I have an anti-LeBron, like, no. I think LeBron Black Sam this nigga at a Lakers game. How you get Black Sammed? Hey, you Stephen A. Smith. Now, I kind of take this shit, like, because I know I give my comments, but here's where I kind of look at it. Let me tell you this. You see, I be talking shit. I talk a lot of shit. I am going to talk about you cheating on your wife. I am going to talk about your son and his sixth toe. I talk about a lot of shit. If LeBron stepped to me and said, nigga, don't you ever expose me like that again, me and Savannah beefing, fuck you, bitch, I could understand. He's well within his right. Let me tell you this. Me and Stephen A. Smith ain't alike. Stephen A. Smith is one of those old school journalists. He's by the book. He don't talk about, he always said it's about Iverson. I don't talk about nothing unless it hit the police blotter. Fuck that, nigga. I'll talk about, nigga, if you got a side chick that is pillow talking and I fucked her too, I'm telling the whole world what she told me about your bitch ass. Trust, okay? I'm sorry. I'm messy. I like drama. Fuck it. I don't care. Stephen A. Smith is not me. Stephen A. Smith is a consummate professional. Okay? Let's establish a few truths. The nigga said Bronny barely could play basketball. I'm sorry, Bronny could barely play basketball. These are facts he's talking, people. Listen, he should have told LeBron, hey, I'm going to call it like I see it. Your son sucks. I'm sorry, he sucks. He flat out sucks. How the hell you get bullied out of your opinion and out of your stance, and then you chalk it up as, here's a problem with Stephen A. being so contrite when he's like, you sound like his dog died. LeBron pressing you and you apologizing is exactly why you said what you said about him not being ready for the moment and LeBron using his power, influence, and talking shit to get his son in an unfavorable position. LeBron is still doing that if he's pressing you about his son. He's trying to intimidate your opinion that his son sucks. Now, I know some people on Twitter and everybody said, well, a rookie that was drafted number 55th or whatever he was drafted don't deserve to be getting talked about that much. Y'all are picking on him because he's LeBron's son. Duh! That's how sports work. We talk about anybody. It ain't about merit. We talk about anybody. That's a storyline. Tim Tebow was fucking garbage, but niggas talk about him like he was going out of style. You know why? Because he got the ratings. Who gives a fuck if it's LeBron's son? LeBron, your son sucks. How the hell is... Yo, I never thought Stephen A. Smith, the straight shooter. This is when I realized LeBron James is Jay-Z of sports. LeBron James done got ESPN, NBA, and probably all the governing bodies because they all need Bron. And by the way, I don't want nobody to think I don't like Bron. To me, Bron's the greatest player. He is the greatest player to me. I like it. I like him as a player. I hope he wins the championship. That's got nothing to do with what I'm talking about now. LeBron got so much power, I could tell ESPN is twisting this nigga arm saying, you know we paying you $25 million a year. Nigga, if you fuck up our LeBron James interviews and LeBron James giving us, you better apologize for that. This felt like when Complex pussy ass told me that I had to apologize to SZA after I said some shit on stream, and I was just like, bro, I don't really think it's that big of a deal. Like, what the fuck? And everyone's like, yo, we're gonna lose our centerfold cover with TDE. Yo, you got to do. And I was like, what the fuck? This seems like ESPN trying to pressure this man to do the shit. First thing the man started off by saying his agents called him. ESPN called him. It leads me to then believe, do they call him about his opinions? Because I be thinking he's a straight shooter. Whatever he says is what he means. It feels like the NBA and ESPN realized LeBron was upset to the point that he confronted a nigga mid-game. That they said to him, you need to go on national TV and bow down. Because I thought for sure, I thought one thing for sure, two things for certain. I thought Stephen A. was going to get on here and say, hey, listen, I don't talk about what bitch your son is fucking. I don't talk about your son smoking weed, which we've seen. I don't talk about all of the nonsense that could be news if we're just trying to make him look bad or make you look like a bad parent. I only ever talked about you being a parent when I said that you done talked up the NBA to say your son was that good. By the way, hey, if you're going to apologize, Stephen A., to LeBron James, you should apologize to LeVar Ball. Because when LeVar Ball was saying the same shit that LeBron James said about his son, LeBron James said, my son better than half the league. This when the boy was averaging 4 points in college. You said the nigga was better than half the NBA. Now he in the NBA, and he's worse than 99% of the players, and he wants us to ignore it. When put it like this, when we heard motherfucking LeVar Ball talking that shit about his son saying, remember when Lonzo was on the Lakers and he said, man, the Lakers need to let Lonzo lead this shit. Lonzo's a star. Then he said, LaMelo, woo, he's a bad boy. It actually, he's 2 of 3. And the other one, I'm going to swerve on it. Listen, he low-key 3 of 3. Ain't nobody apologizing to LeVar. But LeBron got y'all niggas so shook. The first thing he should have told LeBron when LeBron came over there, nigga, eat a dick. How you getting Black Sam at a Lakers game, bruh? Look how sad this nigga looks. This nigga look like Elliot Wilson after Drake dissed him.
And friend Rich Paul has my number. Maverick Carter, who works under him, has my number.
What the fuck?
LeBron James knows how to get in contact with me if he wanted to.
Yo, we're gonna stop this now. From the rock star nigga, cause let me tell you, this is a Black Sam joint. Yo, you victims again, press. Please stop saying, oh, I thought we were cool. He has my number. He could have pulled me to the side. We could have did this in the back. Yo, the point of this was to embarrass your pussy ass. Why are these things so, they act like they don't know? This is a press, a full court press. Yes, Black Sam could have, the nigga said, I texted Black Sam for like the whole 3 days. I told him I was coming there. He didn't respond. Yeah, he didn't respond because he knew when he seen your pussy ass, he was going to embarrass you. Bron could have called you, Stephen A., but he wanted to see you in person. And especially when the cameras is on, that he could shout at you and show that energy that you have, because you're the loudest nigga on TV. You're not that in person. That's all he wanted to show. He got his press off. Now, here's the thing. You're cooked for life. Anything you say about Bronny, we're going to remember that his dad pressed you. He pressed you like a panini.
Called. Because had he called and wanted to talk to me, I would have accepted.
He wanted to embarrass. Yo, what's up with these? He wanted to embarrass you. He think you pussy. He think you pussy.
After that call, had he wanted to see me, I would have flown out and I would have seen him and I would have had a conversation man to man. But that is not.
Yo, newsflash. Somebody got to tell Bron. No, not Bron. Tell Stephen A. He wasn't trying to set up no fade with you, nigga. He had in his mind, the next time I see that pussy nigga out, whether I seen him at a goddamn restaurant, I see him at One Oak, I see him in a club, or I see that nigga at the front court side at the Lakers game, I'm gonna press that nigga. That's what he said to himself. The nigga didn't wait till after the game. Yo, look, NBA.com. I just want to, Stephen A, man, you a smart nigga, but I don't know why you came on there copping all these pleas. I love you, Stephen A, because I think you deserve 40, 50 million a year, okay? So please don't think I'm like John Volley. You my guy, but you went on there. I think this was proof to me that the ESPN and NBA really, if they need you to do some shit, you got to do it, because it felt like you had a gun to your head. You were getting held hostage. Look at this. Let me see if I can find it. Where we go? Game charts. Is game charts. Nah, summary. What the fuck? Okay. Here we go. Now, the point of what I'm about to show you is this. This was the end of third quarter. If we add up these points, the Knicks are beating the Lakers. So the Lakers are down at home. So at the moment when he approaches Stephen A, it's not even like his team is winning by 30. And he's like, fuck it, I don't care. Oh, that pussy nigga's there? Oh, let me holler at him real quick. His team is losing. They're trying to cook up plays to come back. And he said, man, fuck that. Hold on. Is that the pussy I've been trying to see? Nigga, he had an on-site mentality for you for the longest. Yo, niggas be getting pressed and explaining the press away like, yeah, nah, we could have set this up. We could have talked. We could have sent an email. He didn't want to do that. The nigga did a double take when he see yo. I know that ain't who I think it is. Y'all niggas trying to play for Austin Reeves. I'll be back. Y'all niggas trying to play for Austin Reeves. I'll be back. Luka, handle that. Let me get this pussy real quick. Yo, Stephen A, they punked you, gang. If I'm any player that you be talking crazy about, nigga, I'm hemming you up at the game. Nigga, what you be saying about me on TV, nigga? Nigga, I'm hemming you up like JoJo Simmons, nigga, like for real. Y'all ever see this meme? I'm hemming you up like this. Nigga, what the fuck Woj told you, bitch ass? What the fuck he told you, nigga? Word two. Nigga, call that nigga right now. Who said I was on the trade block, you bitch ass? Yeah. Yo, Stephen A, you had to stand on it, gang. LeBron can't slap you, bro. Nigga, it would have made national news. You would have been greater than you ever been greater than before. And if I'm you, Because this ain't hip hop. I'm suing too. So he ain't doing shit to you. Nigga, I would have been popping it even more. Listen, I analyze my circumstances. If I've been talking shit to a hood rapper, and then I'm in the hood, and they catch me in the hood, I might be like, all right, let me fix up. Nigga, I'm at a place where you can't do shit. Oh, hell no, I'm popping it even more. Man, yo, LeBron, you better get back to that. You better get back to that fucking huddle, nigga. You better get back to that fucking huddle, nigga. Anyway, Stephen A. Smith is copping the worst play I've ever seen.
What he elected to do. Instead, he elected to confront me while I was sitting courtside.
Let's stop. He elected to check you. He checked you.
Ari Emanuel, the head of William Morris Endeavor, one of the agencies that represents me, along with Larry David, was sitting courtside. I was with them for the game. And he walked right up to me and he said what he had to say. And
nigga, you explained everything we see, nigga. We seen all this.
Apparently he feels like I was slighting his son. Now,
you see, this is what I respect. I thought he was going to say, nigga, your son trash. I called him trash. Yo, bruv, yo, if I was, you see, Stephen A. Smith showed me that either LeBron got so much power or maybe he just be bloviating a lot of smoke and he low-key pussy. Because this morning, I would have had Bronny stats all up on the screen. I would have been showing y'all what the fuck I'm talking. Nigga, I would have told, yo, Molly, listen, we only got one topic for today. Bronny! We're gonna dissect this shit. Why I called him trash. Nigga, look, bro, this is what I would have done, nigga. Nigga, my whole segment would have been this. Nigga, the ratings would have been through the fucking roof. Nigga, let's look at the teams. Come on, look. Where we at with it? We need the stats. Where the stats at? Team stats. Team stats. Yeah. Bronny James. Bronny fucking James. Your son is in this league averaging 1.4 points. Okay? The nigga is shooting 20% from the three. His field goal percent is 25%. The nigga even shoot worse than you from free throws. My nigga. This nigga is atrocious. They put the nigga in garbage minutes and his plus or minus is still negative. It's like, no matter what, like, he's not supposed to be there. Yo, Stephen A., you could have violated today. You had the stats. It's like a rapper pressing me like, Ak, why you talking all that shit about me, man? And I'm like, this nigga flopped. He did flop. I got the numbers. Okay, all right, so I'm going to defend myself by just showing the numbers. The nigga's trash. He's trash. The fuck? I can't believe, yo, Stephen A., man, you just supported me, gang.
Now let me tell you what I feel. What I would have said if we were in a different environment.
The post-game press. The post-game press.
Because I was not going to engage in a confrontation at that particular moment in that set.
LeBron wasn't going to slap you. LeBron got more to lose than you. LeBron ain't going to slap you. LeBron is playing for the LA Lakers, the face of the NBA. He got all these billionaires. He's a billionaire. He ain't got more to lose than you. Y'all ain't the safest environment. You can see that nigga, and I would have been popping hella shit.
Setting. But if we had that conversation, I would have said to LeBron James,
newsflash to Stephen A. and to the rock star nigga with Black Sam. Y'all niggas got pressed to send a message to other niggas that they should act right. This was a message to all y'all media sports niggas. Stop talking shit about Bronny. And if y'all pussy enough to get scared by this, get out the paint. Same thing with the whole Black Sam shit. Rockstar keeps saying, yo, yeah, I don't know why you could have told me this before. No, he wanted to press you to send a message to other niggas. When he sends a message, other niggas now know how to act. Oh, okay, damn. So Black Sam definitely ain't fucking with that. He wants us to demonstrate. I bet we're going to have to demonstrate.
Ever would speak negatively about your son. I was talking about you, meaning you, LeBron James. I have nothing but the best wishes for Bronny James. I wish him nothing but the best. I hope that he flourishes into an NBA star. Usually in other sports, we see all-stars, and on occasion, we'll see their children become stars as well. That doesn't really happen with the NBA. I sincerely hope he's the exception. By all accounts, he's a wonderful kid. And I don't know anybody who roots against him, and it certainly isn't me. But in the same breath,
God damn. This nigga Stephen A. got himself together. Yo, I like Bronny. I like how his hair sits on his head. I like how he walks. I think he's a nice kid. I think he's obedient. Nigga, what the fuck that got to do with basketball? That nigga's trash. Call it like it is. The fuck? What the fuck? Bron got that much power?
at the time that we were talking about him, he was
Yo,
percolating.
this nigga's explaining himself of how he's explaining why he does his job. Yo, Stephen A., you know I actually don't respect this because you don't do this with no other player. When Kwame Brown was upset about you calling him a certified bona fide bum, you didn't take back and be like, oh no, you know what? I understand he has feelings. He's a nice guy. No, you laid it on even heavier. Pause. You're a fucking bum.
To such a degree that the Bronny James stories had gone viral. And so we had to talk about it. And when I said the things that I said, I wasn't talking about Bronny James because my attitude is he's a rookie. It's going to take some time for him to get himself together. He'll be just fine, especially with J.J. Redick and the staff coaching him. I was talking about the position that he was put in by his dad, because LeBron James has been on the record, and he has said, and I'll read the quote here. There was a quote that he gave in February of 2024. The work and results will ultimately do talking, no matter what the size. If y'all don't know, he doesn't care what mock drafts say. He just works, earned, not given, et cetera, et cetera. But he also had said that his son could play on the Lakers right now, and he was better than half the dudes in the NBA.
And he's wrong.
In the aftermath of all of that, he instructed everybody before the draft that y'all want me, draft Bronny. Wherever Bronny is at, that's where I'll be. I'll do whatever it takes to play with my son for a year. It's not about the money at that point. My point months ago was that because of who you...
Yo, they usually call, the nickname for Stephen A. Smith is Screaming A. Smith, because he's always, he's always eloquent, but he's always like, projecting. He seems passionate. He's screaming, he's shouting. This nigga, I've never seen him this calm. That was a check-in. That nigga won't even raise his voice no more. Holy shit. Yo, Stephen A., here's the thing. If you that shook about the nigga checking about Bronny, I don't even want to hear you criticize him now.
You are one of the top 2 players in the history of basketball, in my estimation. There's an immense amount of pressure that comes with that for his son. And when he talked like that, and what have you, anything that goes awry as it pertains to his son, there's going to be a microscopic eye, even more intensified, on Bronny James because of his dad. And that's when I was talking about, come on, man, this is the situation that you're putting him in.
By the way, look, I think they did a jump cut. Look, right here, look, right here.
On Bronny James because of his dad. And that's
when... You see that? You see that? If they cut something out, chat. Yo, LeBron got these niggas shook. LeBron this powerful? If he this powerful, why y'all be on Jordan's dick? I guess Jordan powerful too. Yo, they edited this shit, gang. They edited this shit. I just showed you. What you just seen was a fade. Like, they cut something out, so they faded it in. So that's why you see him jump. It's pretty much almost a jump cut. This was a edited segment, and a nigga already sound like you're reading off a paper. Like, bro, are y'all kidding me?
There's going to be a microscopic eye, even more intensified, on Bronny James because of his dad. And that,
right there.
That's when I was talking about, come on, man, this is the situation that you're putting him in. That's where I was coming from.
Nah, this is crazy.
I could be a bit more outspoken about it, but to be quite honest with you, to be in that moment, to have LeBron look at me the way that he did, for me to be a father of 2 daughters, To me, for me to know what fathers, how much love fathers have for their children, and to hear what he had to say, it was all about his son. It was almost as if he was saying, you know, you and I, because he and I don't necessarily vibe. It's high and by. We keep it moving. Neither of us lose sleep over it. And it's been that way for years. But it was like he was saying, keep that between me and you. Almost as if he was thinking that anything that I said about Bronny was a result of him. And in that situation, again, I wasn't talking about Bronny. I was really, really talking about him because of the position that Bronny was in. But I really understood where he was coming from. He was very, very upset. I could tell. He could have called me. I'd have came to see him. I'd have had a conversation with him. He could have been just as upset face-to-face, man-to-man, as opposed to being courtside at the game. I had no idea that everybody saw it until I woke up this morning. But it is what it is. In the end, like I said, you know, I as a father, I get it. I'm not offended. I'm not insulted.
Damn.
I don't have any animosity or animus towards LeBron James for this. Nothing like that. I don't think he cares, but neither do I. I'm just stating fact. None of that exists.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie, man. They got Stephen A.
Okay, during the TNT pregame show last night, Charles Barkley had some choice words about coverage of the NBA. Let's hear what he had to say. Charles.
Let me tell y'all something.
Tell me something.
I ain't gonna lie. I think Charles would have stood on business. Charles would have said, let me tell you something, Bron. Your son sucks. Okay? He's terrible. He's terrible. He's terrible.
First of all, I want all the smoke. I don't whistle when I walk by the graveyard or anything like that.
I don't whistle when I walk by the graveyard.
Right.
I like that.
Hey,
one.
man.
I'm stealing that one.
The Lakers are doing great. Got a long way to go. But the reason the season's been going great for the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Oklahoma City Thunder. Y'all just want to talk about the Warriors and the Lakers. They're both doing great. Don't get me wrong. If I turn out to be wrong, I got no problem with that. But y'all are idiots because y'all talk about the Lakers and the Warriors all the time. Y'all don't. The Cleveland Cavaliers have won 12 straight games. The Oklahoma City got the MVP and they are on fire. Y'all are talking about who's in second place. That's the reason I get pissed. Hey, the Lakers are doing great. I don't mind being wrong.
Wait, is he beefing with Stephen A now? Wait, I'm trying to see the beef. By the way, I cut Stephen A's apology. I want to see my man's like go out like that. That's crazy.
The Warriors are doing great. But that's because you fools on other networks, which we're going to become fools next year. We'll be working on that network. But Oklahoma City and the Cavs been balling for 6 months. Y'all talking about teams that had two great weeks.
All right, Charles fired up there.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. Stephen A. Smith looked like he just came from the principal office, man. I ain't gonna lie. They got my boy down bad.
Monica back here with us.
Who the fuck is this? All right, man. We want Stephen A. to chime in.
That's number one. Number two, sometimes we make things a bit more complicated than they really are. Let's point out a couple of things. First of all, he wasn't talking about me. Because I've been talking about Cleveland for how many weeks, Eminem, Molly? Y'all know this.
Yeah,
I've been talking about Cleveland for a while.
Comprehensive combo last week.
That's number one. Number two, Barkley does television. He'd never be accused of knowing television. That would be Ernie Johnson who handles that responsibility. Maybe Charles Barkley should look at his rundowns from time to time, even though they are an NBA show as opposed to a show that talks about an abundance of things. The fact of the matter is some stories get a higher profile than others because they resonate with the viewing public. And
All right. I thought this was real beef. This ain't real beef. Okay.
he thinks it's sleazy in the moment that he thinks they are.
Okay. Anyway, man, Stephen A, man, you should have told that nigga to eat a dick. LeBron running up in your face trying to like tell you can't talk about his son and what the fuck? The nigga's a National Basketball Association player. I don't care if he's the 18th man on the roster or he's in practice squad. I don't give a fuck. He's not in college. I think people, were They handled him with kid gloves when he was in high school and in college, but he's a professional player now. His father coming out is like Devin Haney's father coming out after Devin Haney just got lumped up by Ryan Garcia, and his father speaking for him. This is a professional athlete. He's a professional athlete. Now, I do understand, and by the way, I'm not faulting Bron, okay? I'm not faulting Bron for doing what he did, because I get Bron's point. I think Bron was like, yo, y'all have these unrealistic criticisms of me because y'all call me the GOAT or y'all compare me to the GOAT. But don't use whatever, like, lens, or maybe y'all now have whatever thing against me to judge my son. He's a separate player. Like, I get that. So I'm not even faulting Bron for trying to stick up for his son. I just still think Stephen A should have said, eat a dick. Nigga, you need to go eat a dick, nigga, and get back in the fucking game. Yo, your son, or whatever criticism we have against him, as long as we're not talking about his personal life, it is all fair game. The nigga is garbage. We don't care if he's going to get better in year 5 or year 6. Right now, he's trash. And if we run our network like how you run your team. If we want to talk all day about Bronny and Bronny's skills, we can. He's a professional player. You can't tell us what to talk about. That's all I wish Stephen A had said. But LeBron doing what he did, I get it. He's trying to be a father. All right, cool. That's great. But Stephen A. Smith is supposed to defend his coverage and his opinions about what is strictly the sport. Okay. Anyway.